Welcome back to Talking Trash with Junk Run. Last episode we started to talk about construction and demolition waste, the biggest contributor to waste going to landfill in New Zealand. This episode we continue to explore how our construction waste can be reused, making our work sites produce less waste in the first place.
Over 60% of waste that ends up in landfills is from construction and demolition. Our goal is to reduce the amount of rubbish that ends up in landfill and to encourage people to start reusing and recycling as much as possible. Today, we take you to South Auckland to a very inspiring charitable organization called ARA. With help from Auckland Airport, these guys have set up a yard where they refurbish old homes that were previously destined to be demolished. The best part is, they are taking Year 13 students from local high schools on work experience programs, and they reuse second-hand building materials to teach these kids some basic construction skills. Come and see what we found.
Hi, good day. I'm Brian and I'm from ARA. I'm a construction tutor and I teach Year 13 students from 8 South Auckland schools.
Hi, I'm Sai. I'm working for ARA, just a helping hand for the boss man here, Brian.
Yeah, at ARA, we actually do renovations on houses that we actually save from the landfill. And according to the Auckland Council, we actually save about 25 cubic tons of waste. As we do renovations, we have students in Year 13 from 8 South Auckland schools, and we teach them everything about construction, or as much as we can. During the teaching of the students as well, Junk Run normally contacts us and asks if we need certain materials. And Junk Run always supplies us with this stuff, thereby saving us money, of course, but also saving the stuff from going to the landfill, and then ultimately also saving the environment.
Around 90% is what goes to the skip bin, goes to the landfill.
So why don't you take the 90% and use it more efficiently by contacting a big company like Junk Run? And that way, it's a win-win situation for everyone.
Junk Run follows the waste hierarchy to reduce and reuse waste before recycling or considering it for landfill. It's a great visual tool to remind everyone on your site to stop and think about what they are throwing away.
Junk Run provides wheelie bins and professional staff for sorting your waste on site, plus education and waste management plans for work sites. Junk Run also works closely with charities and companies like ARA, Habitat for Humanity and Refab Cabins to find construction waste a new home. They use the waste hierarchy to prioritize reuse before recycling. They have many community groups and local charities that they work with to ensure as much as possible gets redistributed.
There's so much we can individually do to help reuse as many materials as we possibly can. What can tradies do on these sites to reduce the waste going to landfill? Deconstruct items carefully so they can be reused rather than smashing them up. Having an area on site where you can sort materials into separate waste streams. Recognize and highlight 3 problem materials that seem to reoccur on sites. Have a method to separate these problem materials. Start educating all the staff and subbies about reducing and sorting waste. Engage with a company like Junk Run that will pick up these materials and provide a report to show the percentage repurposed and the percentage recycled.
Even though companies like Junk Run and ARA are doing so much to help, it's still only a small step towards a cleaner New Zealand. Everybody has to help to make a difference, and you could be one of those people. Let's start reusing the materials we already have and stop so many of them ending up in landfills. Thank you for watching this episode, and let's see a change towards a cleaner New Zealand. See you next episode.